Snow is now here. It's beautiful, isn't it? But it's not the ideal moment to drive your scooter. I wouldn't recommend to drive your scooter on such a weather for a few reasons, and mainly the safety. But if you have to, I will give you a few tips to make your ride as safe as possible. So the first one, for tubeless tires, I really recommend to lower the tire pressure at 1 bar. Beware, once the snow is over, don't forget to raise your tire pressure. Otherwise, you will have definitely problem. If you installed previously off-road tires like I already explained, you can get down to 1.5, 2 bars. You will get anyway more grip. On normal road tires, at 1 bar on the snowy condition and slush condition, we'll get enough grip. But anyway, I really recommend to moderate your speed and not over than 20 km/h. As the risk to fall is now higher, you do it, but for the purpose of the video, I removed it. I really recommend you to wear a helmet. Something's really great on the Ninebot G2 and G3 NZT is a TCS mode. The TCS is a traction control system. I just tested and it's quite efficient. So what does it make? The TCS will control the rotation of your motor. So as soon as it loses traction, it will just stop it. Beware, I've noticed that once the motor stops, it directly starts again. That's the reason I really recommend you to keep your drive mode. First, to not go over 20 km/h, and second, it gives less acceleration to the motor. And I do not usually recommend to use the traction control system in normal dry condition. For example, here in Antwerp, we have a lot of cobblestone, and when you drive over the cobblestone, the motor thinks lose its grip and it just cut it off. So it's quite annoying. But in that kind of condition, it is quite useful. Beware, on ice there is nothing to do. Even off-road tire or slutty tires doesn't do much. So with ice, be very careful. Another tip, I really recommend you to give a clean of clear water once in a while, maybe every 2, 3, 4 days. From the front wheels around the back wheel, do not use Karcher, just pure clean water to remove all the salt. That's really corrosive for all the mechanical parts, the bearings. We can see a lot of damage in March after winter. For the one with other scooter than Ninebot, if you have a front motor, the same, really reduce the acceleration power, just to avoid that it suddenly throttle up and that you lose your grip. Also, you really have to anticipate. Let some clearance in front of you, anticipate your braking, or don't even brake, just let it roll. That's really the key to maximize your safety in snowing condition. These are my tips to increase your safety in snowing condition. For some of you, it might be irrelevant, but I'm sure for some other, you have learned a few tricks. If you have any other tips, do not hesitate to share them in the comment section.